sharks can locate prey from great distances using both smell and sound.
Yo les gars, comment allez-vous?
To Malaysia, sea turtles live all over the world, but only the trashy ones live in Daytona. Alors, il ne me reste plus que 2. Le dernier, c'est bon. The profusion of parrotfish here have kept Sapphire Bay's local hammerhead healthy and strange looking.
Alors je vous dis tout de suite, j'ai fait pas mal de missions. J'ai fait pas mal de... J'ai tué pas mal de monde infirmier. Enfin infirmier. Il en reste plus que 5 et... Il y a pas mal de crues pour le requin. Ah d'accord, les missions sont là. Les niveaux pour le requin, ça monte très très vite. Attends, je vais passer par là. « 420 de je sais pas quoi. Ouais, en fait, c'est les compétences qui me donnent ça. Putain, c'est beau ici. Hein. Connaissez les petits poissons que vous avez des niveaux tellement ridicules. Toi, même pas me sauver toi. Ramène-toi. Ouais, je suis rentré sans faire exprès.
During Prohibition, the pier functioned as a dock for rum runners, transporting British-made liquors from the Bahamas.
Ça. Non mais à la place du...
Evolutionary anomaly, the hammerhead.
Do.
The bull shark triumphs, overcoming her opponent's clearly superior depth perception.
Cool.
As twilight falls, Pete is in an uncharacteristically quiet mood.
It's a dangerous job. It's not something unknown to me. Well, you want to see dangerous? Look at that, yeah? That's PT 522. My daddy crewed that off of Guadalcanal. He was Navy. Gunner's mate. Pacific Theater. But when I was 16 men, came back a day later with 3. Man survives all that. Just to die here in the Gulf.
What happened to him?
Boy, don't let me saying this. But my daddy, his granddaddy, was killed by a megashark.
I'm sorry. He's talking about a prehistoric fish that went extinct 2.6 million years ago.
I seen
Yeah,
it.
you were a kid.
Ain't they discover new animals all the time?
Sort of. Well, not exactly. In lots of cases, they're just corrections of species with different names. Also stuff like misspelling.
Boy, I just say it. Maybe there are things in the water that ain't in your textbook. Stick around. Maybe you learn a thing or two this summer.
Whatever.
The ocean is vast. The majority of it still remains unmapped and unexplored by mankind. Perhaps Kyle shouldn't be so quick to dismiss his father's fevered ramblings.
Super. Ah, il veut te faire sa vengeance.
That's the one what took my hand, all right. Get yourself ready, boy. Now we playing with power. Y'all working my last nerve, Curly.
Toi, tu veux mieux faire, quoi.
She's catching her wind. I got an enemy for some bull. Don't fight what's inevitable.
Scaly Pete remains resolute.
Where's she at?
I don't know.
Big enough to toss him now, ain't you? Can! Get that can! Douse him! Pique-toi! We're about
What remains of the boat lurches, then slowly sinks to the bottom of the sea. The shark is now an elder, and thus begins a new battle against systemic age discrimination.
Wow, je suis grand là. Alors, qu'est-ce que je peux améliorer? Ça, je peux l'améliorer, ça? Voilà. Visiter la grotte de ça, oh, y a pas de problème. Ancien, c'est super. Ah, c'est ici que je dois visiter. Alors moi je peux passer par là, ou par là, ou par là ici. Oh, je vais passer par là, je vais aller à la grotte. Je vais faire ça, parce que 98% ça me fout presque la honte. J'espère que je vais en bon endroit. Ouais. Allons-y. Ah oui, par contre, ah oui, par contre son visage il est dégommé là. Je vais où là?
From the moment she's born, the shark's cold, expressionless eyes are constantly on the watch for food.
Là, ça c'est fait. Je crois que tu peux le chercher. Ouais. Voilà. Qu'est-ce que je disais? Alors, voyons.
Sure, we could avoid catastrophic risks for future generations, but then we couldn't have 4x4 pickups with 5.7-liter V8 engines.
Il y a plein de... prends.
Supercharged with gene-altering mutagens, the shark now has an asymmetric edge on the competition. This trimaran, like many before it, was lost in its journey to the mythological dry land.
Dis donc, t'as bien cru ici.
The appetite of this shark is nearly insatiable. Quite a strange conglomeration of stuff will end up in the stomachs of sharks.
Oui, le monstre. Alors, la grotte, par là.
Some sharks are scavengers, indiscriminately consuming anything that's vaguely edible.
Je vais voir ça.
While they appreciate human sacrifices, the eldritch gods of yore are seldom enthused about being summoned to Port Clovis.
C'est incroyable.
In a not-so-distant future, a young visionary entrepreneur will spot these three shells while snorkeling and revolutionize after-toilet care.
Putain, j'ai trouvé la grotte.
The bull retreats to the grotto for refuge and quiet reflection.
Ah ouais, d'accord, en fait c'est ça le plus mieux. Ah oui, là par contre on te reconnaît plus là. Tes yeux là, oh, tes yeux violets. Depuis quand c'est des requins des yeux violets? Ouais, je suis mort. Détruire leur ciel. Avec plaisir.
Pulling off a successful casino heist is made even harder when you drive off the road into the ocean and drown. No one can tell what may be found in a shark's stomach. It's truly the ocean's garbage can.
Attends. Hop. coffre. En dessous.
Bull sharks have a habit of gobbling up anything that finds its way into the water. Recently broke the state record for number of revocable commercial fishing offenses. After the end of the tiki craze, bar owners toss their Polynesian-inspired decor into the Gulf, where their kitschy charm is completely lost on native marine life.
J'adore. Ah d'accord. What?
The likelihood of catastrophic risk scenarios wasn't really considered when developers built a golf course in a flood zone.
Je suis bloqué? Non. Non, je suis pas bloqué. Comment j'ai fait pour aller... c'est pas normal ça. Quel combat? Là, vraiment que tu m'expliques comment j'ai fait pour rester bloqué.
The shark returns once again to her safe haven. Beach erosion can be harmful for ecosystems by changing habitat conditions for such local fauna as seals, sea turtles, birds, and fish.
C'est par là. Non.
As coastal communities face ecological collapse and ruin, it's still reassuring to know you can get in your 18 holes.
Ça fait 2 fois que je me bloque, hein, putain. Oh vas-y, nique ta... Oh c'est bon, eh vas-y.
The ancient Greeks believed that King Poseidon ruled the waters, whereas here at Prosperity Sands, they're ruled by Luxury Leisure Groups International.
C'était quoi ce spawn, moi? attends, vas-y, je vais faire plein. Je vais commencer par ça. Sinon, les requins vont avoir plus de niveau que moi, donc. Alors, toi, t'as osé, mon pote. Toi, t'as osé. Viens par là.
A bull shark is an animal of broad dietary proclivities. This protein supplement has 0 additives, so the shark doesn't have to worry about hitting artificial colors or flavors. Man's tendency to anthropomorphize them into lovable cartoon characters belies the fact that sea turtles are ornery creatures that can bite through bone. This shark is a sort of super scavenger, completely lacking in what may be called dietary discrimination. Caviar Key features painted sails, a luxury 5-star resort built over the remains of Tunamacha, a pre-Columbian city that was once host to the most advanced civilization in ancient America.
Oh, mais il y a plein de zones.
Given the number of people who frequent the beach, it can be rationally assumed that a little human urine finds its way to the sea.
Toi là.
There is a very real risk of drowning while surfing, but at least you'll leave behind a cool-looking skeleton.
25.
Mating for great whites can be a violent affair, so you can only imagine how violent a great white attack is.
La mission.
The common dolphinfish is distinguished from the pompano dolphinfish by its concave anal fin.
Je reviens.
That's what it's called. Why is that so funny?
Je vais faire ça après.
When it was discovered that their Stonehenge replica was astronomically misaligned, enraged Courtclovians threw it in the ocean.
Ah bah non, ça y est, tu casses dans le cou. C'est cool ça. Oui,
Over the course of a
ça.
bull shark's life, it will ingest quite a broad assortment of flotsam and jetsam.
Je suis passé par là. Pourquoi tu peux passer par là, non? C'est en bas que tu peux. T'as une grotte ici. Tu peux. Non, tu peux pas. Bah...
The bull shark is known to be a voracious, if hardly discriminating, eater. Protein caches
j'ai déjà
like this
terminé le
one are
coffre.
a convenient and tasty way for sharks to increase their protein intake.
Incroyable.
Concentrations of metals and hydrocarbons in the water show just how much the Gulf has progressed since Amerigo Vespucci first. Even the self-driving technology of Gazorpazorp is not without its reliability concerns.
Ah. Ah, mince. Attends, je vais faire ça là avant parce que 98% là ça me gêne.
The beach sure does look inviting, but according to the most recent study, the sand here contains dangerously high concentrations of fecal bacteria.
Le requin là, je connais plus. Hein. Ah non, je dois passer... Ouais, par là. Hop. Par là. Et maintenant, je peux chercher le coffre.
This instantized protein makes a great between-meal supplement, giving the shark the energy she needs to put on serious mass.
Bon bah voilà. Regardez, 100%. 100% ici. Ça, il faut que je continue. Il me reste quoi là? Ah oui, là il m'a dit ancien. Là aussi. Là, il n'y a pas beaucoup de trucs ici. Je sais pas, je peux me le faire, hein, ça. Ouais, bah, comme je vais faire ça, comment j'aurais arrêté le live. Je vais continuer l'émission. De toute façon. Ça, je sais pas du tout où on passe. Hein. Ça, je sais même pas c'est où ça. En tournant la mission.
With its wary eyes and robust physique, the grouper is the very pick. To look at the coast is to recognize that the boundary between sea and land is transitory, and that all life on Earth is just a cosmic accident. The bull reaffirms her top predator role in the food chain.
Ransom. Vas-y. Ouais, c'est quoi ça? Attends, combien de requins? Attends, what? Ta sauce. Bon, je vais vous faire assassiner, vous. Vous allez pleurer. Reviens. Reviens par là. 2 secondes, je vais en commentaire, je vais le lire. Salut Arco. Ah bah le jeu, si tu veux savoir, je le trouve bien ce jeu. De toute façon, le jeu, je peux terminer à 100% parce que je fais les trophées aussi, si tu vois ce que je veux dire.
Fostering a balanced ecosystem is a complex and multifaceted process. What harm could arise from killing a bunch of seals? Shark hunter is the only thing keeping tourists from a nasty, horrible death, outside of just avoiding the beach for a few hours. The Gulf Stream is just one of many major currents that mariners have used since time immemorial to circumnavigate the globe.
What? Vous mangez quoi? Vas-y, il me reste 2 personnes là, il faut que je les fasse.
629 days, Prosperity Sands ain't had no shark attacks. You can thank old Pete for that. Prosperity Sands sure ain't.
Apparemment.
Anybody got eyes on her? Yeah, a breeze would be nice. Anticlimactic.
T'es niveau 26, hein. Incroyable.
It's hurting me. I know it. Well, Shark wins this round.
It seems Port Clovis has forgotten all about its rogue shark. For now.
Ça se fait. J'ai tout de suite ton commentaire. En plus j'ai plus de batterie dans mon téléphone. Is open waiter. Disons, avec plaisir.
Must now be killed and publicly displayed to satisfy the city's thirst for revenge.
Ouais, je l'ai un peu trouvé.
Prosperity Sands. Multiple shark attacks reported.
Radio says we got a new bounty.
Blah, blah, blah. Late-stage capitalism. With little fanfare, another bounty hunt comes to a close.
Oh là là. Ça c'est des mines ça.
Port Clovis considered removing these naval mines after the war, but the city had already spent its annual budget booking a Nickelback cover band for the 4th of July.
Toi, j'ai jamais vu un chargement aussi long. Allô le jeu, es-tu là? Je crois que j'ai fait bugger le jeu. Hein. J'ai jamais vu un chargement aussi tellement long là. Ouais. Ok. Ouais bon, vas-y, je vais m'arrêter là. Bon les gars, j'espère que cette vidéo vous aura plu. N'hésitez pas à mettre un like, pouce bleu et vous abonner à ma chaîne YouTube. Donc je vous dis une prochaine vidéo. Ciao ciao.